guys, it's Elle and welcome to another podcast. It's been a real hot minute since our last one. Anyways, I'm really excited to finally bring back the podcast series with my friend Kalyn, and we're just going to be talking about a bunch of random things. So yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Have you experienced any near-death experiences, chicken?
So when I was younger, me and my sister used to catch cats and stuff.
What?
We lived out in the country, and so I used to set cat traps.
No way.
I was good at it, okay? I was good at it. And we set traps and catch these cats and stuff. And one night it was dark and we caught a kitten, and I went to reach my hand in the box and grab it.
Stop.
And it started biting and scratching and stuff. And so I went inside and you could barely see the skin and the skin on my hand from all the blood from it and stuff. I was so scared. And I told my mom, and she was trying to scare me because she didn't want me to catch cats anymore. So she was yeah, you're probably gonna die and you have rabies.
Okay, but the fact that there's a kitten stuffy right next to me.
You're going next.
I hope not.
Sips coffee because you're already tired. Okay, so my little sister, she was special needs and stuff, and so I really hated one of her nurses that would come to the house. And so when I was little, I had just figured out that hot water freezes faster than lukewarm. And so we had up the steps to our porch, I poured a bucket of hot water, boiling water down the steps when it was a winter night, and it froze over. And then when she came to the house the next morning, she slipped down them.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking she would slip and get hurt and then wouldn't be able to come to our house anymore. Yeah, I said that, and also I set a bucket of something. It might have been water, but I set one of those above the door, so when she walked in, it triggered it and it fell down on her. The problem was, instead my dad walked through it.
No.
And it was still funny though. He's fine.
That is crazy.
I was a baddie chicken.
You are.
I am.
I don't even believe it. It's too crazy to be true.
It is. We're starting this off with a kick.
Wow.
101 on how to kill at-home nurses.
Should I not be friends with you?
Probably. You should probably get out while you can.
Okay. I will.
Oh.
I will.
Okay, we're doing the rest of this podcast without Elle. So just moving on.
Excuse me. I just needed some time to breathe. Well, I've never had experiences as...
You're not as a baddie as I am?
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, I keep sipping on water.
Oh, I was in a bathtub. I was in a silly, goofy mood. And I might have flipped over, upside down. And I was underwater. And I was so scared. I actually thought I was gonna die. I couldn't flip myself back over, but somehow I did. But it was a solid 3 seconds underwater, which is actually a really long time.
That's true. So there's Elle's trauma, everybody. I haven't really had experiences like that with water, I guess, because I was in swim team by the time I was 4, and you're not supposed to be in swim team until you're 8. Yeah, so my sister was in swim team, and I was only 4 at that point, and my mom and the person who owns the swimming thing let me swim in the extra little pool on the side. And he seen me swimming in it, and he was we want her on the team.
No way.
I got on the team when I was 4.
You are built different.
I am. I've been in 2 different car wrecks. One of them was when I was still in a car seat though. My dad has epilepsy. That's something you need to know, right? Yeah, my family's a little weird. But anyways, he has epilepsy, and he was driving me and my sister home. And, well, he wasn't taking my mom home because my mom was in the hospital. She actually had cancer at that point.
Oh.
But, so she was in... You said, oh.
What do I say?
He was driving us home. And he was driving us home from the hospital because we'd been there all day. And he was, stressed out, and he had a seizure while he was driving.
Wait, that's not funny. Why are you laughing?
Because he had a seizure while he was driving. And my sister was like slapping him in the face. She was like, Dad, stop playing around, because she thought he was like joking and stuff, because he was like and she was like slapping him upside his head, and she started
I have tears in my eyes.
you just choked. And then we hit a tree. We almost died, but instead, like, he was just a little hurt because he was silly. He flew in a helicopter or whatever.
These gotta be made up.
No, because then, like, the tree that we crashed in was actually on the land of this old lady, and she, like, seen what would happen, and so her and her daughter came out, and her daughter was, like, calling 911 and stuff, and the grandma, like, invited us, me and my sister, over for milk and cookies. And she gave us the milk, but she forgot my flipping cookies. I still don't have those cookies that she promised me. Like, I almost died, and she couldn't even give me cookies.
Oh,
Anyways, a little still pressed about that one.
that is actually really tragic.
Yeah.
Why
In
are
this
you
house-
laughing?
Because, listen, you either laugh or cry about trauma. So,
Okay, well, yeah, I guess it's better than crying.
true.
The people listening to this are also probably traumatized. I think we're traumatizing them.
It's so funny. I was like trying not to laugh, and then you started like choking on your water or something.
I snort laugh like it's
I do too. If I'm like really laughing, or I'm just like really tired, so I'm like in a silly mood, I'll just start like snorting. It's a bad sight.
I'm not laughing at like the conditions. And
No, she's not laughing at the condition. She's laughing because I'm laughing about my trauma.
we're laughing together.
Yeah, she's not laughing at me. We're laughing about it together.
Oh, there was this one time, it also has to do with water. I think most of my near-death experiences have happened with water. So I was at a lake with my friends and we went inner tubing where there's a boat and then you're connected to a tube and you sit in it. We were telling the boat driver to go faster, but keep in mind we were wearing life jackets. So it was pretty safe, but the tube does flip if it gets really fast and the waves like crash into it, and yeah, there's a possibility. We kept telling the guy to go faster and we were telling him to flip. We did flip like unexpectedly and we flipped upside down and I was underwater in a lake and it felt so deep.
Gosh.
It was freezing, it was deep, and you know when your ears just block out all sound when you're underwater?
Yes.
Silence? That scared me so much. And it took me a while, a couple seconds, to swim back to the surface of the water.
Oh, because you were just like, excuse me, what just happened?
Yeah. I was like, am I dead?
Is this what being dead feels like? We went to Texas, actually, which I love Texas, by the way. I will live in Texas at some point.
Okay.
We went to the ocean, obviously, and we were out in the waves, and like it was so scary because like I got sucked up in a wave. Like, you know how like if you don't try to jump over them,
Oh.
like you can get like sucked up in like the middle of them and they're just like spinning you.
Yes.
Yeah, I did that, and I felt like I was on a washing machine.
That's...
And like I just kind of like laid there because I like didn't know what to do about it, and then I realized I was like, oh, I'm probably gonna die if I don't like move. So then I like realized, and then I was like, oh, I just like lifted up my arm and like tried to like find a way out. I got out of it. I mean, I'm here right now, so
I'm glad you're here. You're alive.
yeah.
You survived that tragic event.
Oh, also, me and my sister were in a car wreck pretty recently. We got rear-ended. Yeah, we had stopped at a stoplight, and the car behind us didn't think that she needed to stop at the stoplight or whatever. And so she just tried to get in our car with us. My sister's car is now totaled, and she's having to get a new one and stuff from it. But, yeah, and it, like, literally, like, it shook the car. Like, we moved, like, so far up that we almost hit the car in front of us. But we
Wow.
didn't actually hit the car in front of us, but we were, like, inches away from it. But, like, my seatbelt was, like, right on my neck. And so, like, I still have, like, a rash area from it that it gave me from, like, whiplash that the seatbelt gave my neck. And, like, one of my bones was, like, sore for a little while from it.
Those are actual near-death experiences.
Yes.
And
My sister's like back, like her spine was like sore.
oh no.
Our heads were like hurt like so bad because of how the car like shook back and forth. And like we just like sat there for a minute and then we just looked at each other. And it's so funny though. This part's so funny though because we had just went through McDonald's because we had stayed the night at our best friend's house. And we were headed back, and so we stopped at McDonald's to get breakfast and coffee for us and everybody here. And she was still trying to like find a place for my mom's coffee in her car.
Yeah.
And so she was holding it and she put it on her dashboard while we were at the stoplight. And so when the car shook it flung off around her car, and it was like everywhere around her car. And so she goes, "Oh, Mom's coffee." That was the first word that she said. And then she just sat there for another minute. She goes, "Did they just hit us?"
Wow.
Because she thought that like her car like had a backfire or something. But no, it was someone who hit us. And then we pulled over in the parking lot next to it. And the girl who hit us was laughing. Like she was laughing so hard she couldn't see straight. Like, you don't rear in someone and not even make sure they're okay yet. She never asked us if we were okay either. She was laughing like this wasn't her first rodeo.
What?
And then the dude in the passenger seat gets out and looks at my sister's car and he was like, "Wow, that's rough, man." Oh my gosh. And yeah, I called my mom, but like I was looking for the insurance in my sister's car because the police officer was asking for it. By the way, the police didn't show up for like 30 minutes.
Why?
So it's a pretty good thing that everyone was okay. I don't know. And we were literally, no joke, like across from the police station.
What the heck?
Like, I don't know why it took so long for Deputy James to get over here. But it happened. And I was like looking for her insurance and stuff. And she was laughing. I could like hear her laughing, and it had just happened too. And so I was like digging for insurance and things were falling out and I was like stressed out and stuff. And I said, "She keeps laughing like that. Her car isn't going to be the only thing needing insurance." So that was the first thing that I said after we almost died. I threatened somebody.
I'm speechless. Your stories, they're not even stories, they're like actual events. Like, you're alive.
Yeah, we're living in the flesh. Well, in my Roblox character flesh. We still need a name.
Oh, right.
We have not found a name yet, but we'll find one. Maybe you guys should like leave some.
Yeah, why don't we ask them to comment down below?
You should definitely do that. You should comment down below a name so that we can look at them and maybe choose one or at least find ideas from them because we don't even have like ideas of what we want yet. So
yes, please.
Yeah, but I have an idea of making us a custom sign right here of it, so you'll know when we have a name. Yes.
Also, we're going to be inviting some guest speakers in the future. You could be the one sitting in that extra chair over there.
We have you chocolates. We have you a coffee. We'll get you a new one because this is old. We provide here. We have cookies. Like, why would you not want to be on here? Girl, you need to share at least one more story.
Okay, let me think. Oh, I can tell you something, but it's not anyone or myself. I was with a friend. We were just walking along a supermarket, and then across the road we hear a bunch of honking. So we look over, and it's a huge road. It's like a very busy road too. There's like cars honking, and then we see a dog, like a medium to large sized dog, literally, I don't know how to describe it, like galloping like a horse. It was so energetic. And it was on the road, like jumping all over, and the cars were like honking at it, and its owner was so scared. She kept telling the dog to like come back, but it wouldn't. And that was actually really scary because cars were still going and the dog was so fast, like it was just zooming. And there was there was another dog owner who had like a dog toy. They were trying to like use it to bring the dog over. That worked, but then it went down another road. But at least it cleared the other road. I don't know how it was resolved, but it was a crazy dog.
Oh my gosh. That's so weird. Why do dogs do that? They're like, feeling a little goofy.
For
Might
real.
go stand in the middle of the road and pose for a little while.
Exactly.
Imagine if we just did that. Like, let's just go stand in the middle of the road and dance for people for a second. But
While cars just honk at us.
they're honking at us because of our epic, nifty tricks. Literally on the way home tonight, there was this person that was like right behind us. Like they were trying to get in our car or something. I'm not really sure what they were doing, but yeah. And like my mom was like brake checking them, which is probably good. But she would like not slam on her brakes or anything because she didn't want to actually get in a wreck, but like slow down when there was two cars blocking the way so that like they couldn't get by and they would just have to slow down and deal with it, you know?
Yeah.
But the thing is they weren't slowing down. So they were just doing that. And so she would like get over and like try to let them go past her, but then they would slow down and stay behind her.
What?
Like it was kind of sus, not gonna lie. But then they did finally pass us, and it was an old freaking crippled looking lady from Texas.
Anyways, I don't know where you live, but I'm glad I live here.
Yeah, I'm gonna find where you live and just visit you.
Excuse me, that was not what I was getting at.
Oh, sorry. Oops. So basically, what you learned in this episode is that I'm a little baddie. Elle has PTSD with water. Also, don't mess with me. I will pour hot water down your frozen steps.
Be careful, guys.
Chicken on the loose.
Exactly.
Who knows? Maybe I'll set traps for you next. You gotta watch out. Never let them know your next move.
That's about it for this
Yeah?
podcast. We'll see you guys in our next podcast.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, bye.
Bye, guys.